Welcome back to another episode in the Tennessee Titans franchise, and what an episode this is going to be. It's going to be the first Super Bowl entry for the Tennessee Titans. Well, not to be honest, it's not the first Super Bowl entry. They did play against the Rams ages ago and then lost that one. But they did win the AFL twice in the 60s, so that's a long time ago, a long wait for a victory. I'm not sure if I can deliver one, because the team that we're going to be playing are the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers are a crazy good team in Madden. As always, they have always been rough, and they will always continue to be rough. Just take a look at this one here. They went straight past the wildcard round into the divisional round, and then they beat the Falcons 42-7. Yikes. Now that is quite the margin, right? So yeah, we're gonna try and just do our thing this week. In this game, we've got the weekly awards. Let's just quickly take a look in here. The MVPs, I don't really expect anybody of us, of our team, to be in here. Just gonna be quickly scrolling through this. Nah, there's nobody in here. In the NFC, of course not, but we know that anyways. I'm just going to show you all the players here. But for instance, Bijan Robinson is in here, which I find to be pretty cool, actually. Just take a quick look at Coach of the Year. Oh, we're actually in here. Number 4. That's nice. All right. I mean, we had a pretty good score, so that just makes sense. We've got the MVP, and we've got the Coach of the Year, too. We also have the offensive... Ah, yeah, there we go. Offensive Player of the Year. We've got Josh Jacobs, Pat Mahomes, and so on and so forth. There's no Titan in here, which sucks a little bit. Defensive Player of the Year. Anybody? Nah, doesn't look like it. All right. Offensive Rookie. Here we go. Is there anybody in here? Nope. Xavier Worthy, Caleb Williams, Roma Dunsi, Trevelyan Henderson. Didn't play them. So some of these we know, some of these we encountered, others not so much. Defensive Rookie. Do we have someone in here? Nope. Tyleek Williams, Tyler Davis, Jeremiah Trotter, and so forth. Quite a few players, again, that we encountered on our way here. Best QBs, anybody in here? No Will Levis. Ah, come on, guys. Best running backs. And there's nobody in here either. Well, all right. Best wide receivers. Anybody? Nope. Well, this is looking sad. Offensive line. Ah, here we go. Peter Skoronski, despite being injured a dozen times. We've got Dylan Redunce here, who's also been injured a lot. And Graham Barton. Nice job, man. But no Joe Alt. Interesting. Anybody down there? Nope. Best defensive line players. Anybody in here? Yes, of course, Jeffrey Simmons is in here. 5th spot here. That is nice. All right. Best linebackers. Anybody? No. Best defensive backs. Yes, Sean Murphy Bunting. Well deserved. He was very good over the course of the season. Best kickers. Anybody? Yay, of course, Cameron Dicker. He's my kicker, and he's one of the best kickers. And we're through. All right, that was quick. Every coach's dream is to hoist the Lombardi Trophy as confetti rains down, and you have a chance to do that for the first time this week. What would the win to you? What would a win mean to you? Jesus. Everything or just the beginning? Well, I think we're aiming for a legacy, right? So it's just the beginning. It just makes total sense. I mean, it's not everything. It's not a last chance, last ditch saloon. Nah. So immediate A complete, earned 10 staff points. That is good, actually. So we can spend some more staff points here. That's exactly what we're going to do later. First off, let's take a look at the 49ers roster. All right, kicking things off at the quarterback position, Brock Purdy, now with this superstar dev trait. Mr. Irrelevant, what a story this is actually. Isn't this crazy? Last pick in the 2022 draft, and now starting quarterback for the 49ers. Kicked out Jimmy G, pushed back Troy Lance, and he's doing really well. He's doing absolutely well. Fully deserved. Big surprise for everybody. And yeah, going to be a rough opponent here. I mean, we have played rougher opponents than him, Pat Mahomes and so on, but still, this is going to be tough. Trey Lance, Stephen Montes are the backup quarterbacks here. Running backs, Christian McCaffrey, CMC, Run CMC is injured. All right, so this is a bit of a let up for us on the running side, because this means that this fantastic player here will not be running at us at full speed. Elijah Mitchell and Tyrion Davis-Price will be doing that though. Good players as well. Certainly not bad in any capacity, but of course not Christian McCaffrey levels of great. Fullback is Kyle Juszczyk. He can play like a fullback, like a halfback, like a tight end, even like a wide receiver at times. It's just a full package. Really dangerous player to play against. Wide receivers, we've got Brandon Ayuk, who now has an X Factor. We've got Deebo Samuel, who's a superstar. Johnny Wilson, Danny Gray, and Ronnie Bell. And Danny Gray out of the 22 draft, Johnny Wilson out of the 24 draft. And these here are really experienced players. Johnny Wilson with a startup trade. He did get a quick makeover, so there we go. Nice as him, all anew. But Brandon Ayuk certainly is going to be the #1 wide receiver here. Extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Pairing that with a quality quarterback. Deebo Samuel, same thing. Just fantastic wide receivers. The tight end room led by George Kittle, who's a superstar, not an X Factor at the moment or anymore. I'm not sure what happened. Second best ranked tight end in the league. Behind him, Cameron Latou, 2475 out of the 23 draft, and Braden Willis also out of the 23 draft. They just needed a few more tight ends. This is a very good room led by an extremely good George Kittle. The left tackle, Trent Williams, 3694, still with his superstar depth trait. Jonah Williams as a backup behind him. Extremely good setup here. I wouldn't change a thing if this were mine. Left guard, Aaron Banks, 2682. Behind him, Jimmy Monroe. That's a rookie. Center, Cedric Van Pran, 22 years old, 91 overall, and a superstar X Factor depth trait. Now, isn't that crazy? Just look at this one, third best center in the game. I wish I had someone like this. He, of course, also got a quick makeover, but a great pick here. Great pick. Jake Brendel, 3175. Great backup, actually, almost as good as our starter. So there we go. Right guard is Spencer Burford, 2482. Peter Johnson is the rookie backup, the future starter. And on right tackle, we've got Jack Driscoll, 2771. Looks a little bit disappointing and surprising. I personally would go with Alex Abram here, maybe, or Zach Calhoun. They are a little bit lower in the overalls, but they are way younger and they have such higher strength. Look at Alex Abram, 92 strength, 72 awareness. That's crazy, man. That's just really crazy. But overall, a very solid offensive line. Great weapons. And now let's take a look at defense. Not bad either. Drake Jackson, 2382 out of the 22 draft. Carlos Cheeks, that's a rookie. As a backup here, Drake Jackson, again, with an 82 here, normal depth trait, age 23. One might say, well, what's so special? But he's really good. Look at those stats. It's in there. The acceleration, the finesse moves, the tackle. It is really, really going to be a lot of pressure coming down on us. Right edge is Nick Bose, of course, 2699, one of the best in the game. And X Factor Robert Beal Jr. as a backup here out of the 23 draft. D tackle is Javon Hargrave. Then we've got Dalvin Tomlinson, who was formerly with the Vikings and then sort of took some time off, trained, and now he does not look anything like this. He's an absolute beast of a dude, really super trained, looking extremely good. Makai Wingo, also with a hidden depth trait here, also got a quick makeover here. 22-year-old rookie out of LSU. Just, 295 pounds, pure power. Pure power. Left outside linebacker, Keem Davis-Gaith there, 2678. D. Winters behind him again out of the 23 draft. A lot of good players in here. Very nice setups. I like that. Fred Warner, a superstar, of course. I think there's no questions here. He's not an X Factor, which is a little bit surprising, but I mean, the best ranked mid linebacker in the league. Top 1 percentile. Absolutely crazy. Jalen Graham is behind him out of the 23 draft. Kenny Young as the third string. And a very nice setup here. Older, very good elite player, and here a younger player that can learn. So that's good. Right outside linebackers, Dre Greenlaw, 2791. Steel Chambers behind him. I mean, what a name. Steel Chambers. Isn't that cool? All right. But Dre Greenlaw, another one of those hard-hitting outside linebackers. The cornerbacks, Javarius Ward, 2893. You've got Deomador Lenoir, 2489. You've got Isaiah Oliver, Ambry Thomas, Samuel Womack III, and Darren Luther Jr., not the second. The bottom two are already pretty good, all right? And then we get to Ambry Thomas, who's a little bit better. And then we get to Isaiah Oliver, and from then on we have two elite, not elite, because elite is only a player that has abilities. These two very, very good cornerbacks. The free safeties, Geno Stone, 25 and an 80 rating. We've also got Andrew Wingard here, one of our nemesis, you know what I mean, enemies, people we don't like. He's just everywhere all the time, slapping, kicking balls away. It's just really annoying. Avery Young, third string free safety, strong safety, Talanoa Hufanga, 24, 90 freaking 4. And Jaelyn Brown, what a name, my man. Added the 2023 draft, 24 and 84 already. Crazy good team. Jake Muti with a superstar, that's a kicker, and Daniel Whelan, that's the punter. And let me just point something out here. This team does have similar overalls to other teams that we played, but the difference here is that here, this is the median. This is not the average player that is lower, and then they've got a few that spike out there with a higher rating. No, a lot of these players are very closely grouped together. Looking at the overalls, really, yeah, really scary. All right, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna defend the short pass again. I feel like this has worked best. We certainly have to watch out for our player health right now. I mean, we could go with full pad, but I will be going with a split here. I don't want to risk anything here in terms of injuries. I would like to spread some experience around, but I don't think that we need to do anything crazy here. The blitz counter makes sense here. I think we're going to be blitzed quite hard here. 92%, so half pads and split training for everybody, just to kind of take the pressure off of my offensive line in training. The team profile, that is looking good so far. We're going to get an interception. We're going to allow 20 points. We're going to get 250 yards. We're going to, no sacks allowed. We're going to not allow sacks, is not really a word. I want to check out something here. Who's my center? Aaron Brewer, 75 rated, 26. And now I'm training my center, Dylan McMahon, who is 21 and is 70 already. So I do think this is the right decision. Let's just kick off training. Good news, no injuries. So we only have... Why did I click that? Why did I actually kick that? Let me just get out of here. Great news. It's only the same player in here. There's no new injuries coming out of training. That is extremely positive, even if I'm really gonna miss Graham Barton, who even got an award. So that has to count for something, right? So what's next? Up next, we are going to take a look on spending the staff points, of course. What is this then? Boost strength for the offensive line, run block, or pass block. So first of all, we're going to spend some points here. Now we have 15 points left. We can't spend any down here. We could spend some up here. Run block finesse. Over here would be the pass block power. We, of course, are focusing on the run block. We could also take a look over here. Drawn up, boost short route running for halfbacks and wide receivers. And here we've got boost juke moves, change of direction, spin move, and agility. Down here, the acceleration for the halfbacks, which is pretty funny that they mistyped that. And here we go. We're going to choose this path over here. Of course, I want to boost my wide receivers as much as I can. Full confidence in my running backs anyways. So there we go. Speaking of players, let's upgrade those players real quick. Only 2. Peter Skoronski gets an upgrade, even more valuable than ever. My left guard, 87 now with a morale boost, and Will Levis, who's really proven to be an absolute asset at the quarterback position. I'm very happy to have him. 25 years old, 80 overall. We're looking good, man. We're looking good. We're slowly but surely moving into the scheme fit territory, so that is great. He did pick up a few injuries towards the end of this season now, something that I'm not really liking. But now, we're going to play the Super Bowl. We might even choose a special jersey. So, just stay tuned. See ya in Dallas. AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, of course. And here comes Willis showcasing the uniform that we're going to be using. I was going to use this one here for the special occasion. It is the special AFL away uniform. AFL throwback or something like that was the name. I really like the look of it. It's so clean with the nice blue and the red accents around that. So really nice, and maybe a fitting uniform because we're attempting to win another championship. Not quite sure if we're gonna pull it off though. Not quite sure if we're gonna pull it off. This is an extremely tough team. You just have to acknowledge the fact that this team is crazy well staffed. But yeah, both teams are ready. Everybody's fired up. This is Danny Gray. He's the kick returner, of course. He's getting ready. And the special teams getting ready to kick the ball here. Cameron Dicker, of course. Not on the pitch. This is Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway. Our defense manages to hold them at the 10-yard line. This is crazy good. Very happy because this was almost feeling like a touchdown immediately. All right, here we go. Derrick Henry and a gap opening. Do we find space? Yes, we get a first down. Drag down Nick Bosa, immediately injured, number 97 for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's hope it's nothing bad. Let's hope he returns quickly. Nick Bosa, fantastic player. Really liking him a lot. And here we go. We're going to take a look at this one here. I'd like to hit Hopkins. Not quite sure if we'll be able to achieve that though. So we're going to go with the play action F slide going towards the left-hand side. And Chig Okonkwo can't get through here. Yes, he can. And we're running away. Fred Warner in the chase. And we push forward. Get taken down here by Stone. Geno Stone and Fred Warner giving chase. By the way, also playing homage to the history of the Tennessee Titans. We, of course, were called the Houston Oilers a long time ago. I did look that up only recently. I think it was up to the, I don't know, to the 90s. And then they sort of switched over to being the Tennessee Oilers. And that had a really bad ring to it. And then they changed it to the Tennessee Titans. And it's been like that for over 20 years now. And yeah, so it's nice homage with the helmets. I really like the clean look of that uniform. Also clean so far our play. And there we go. Taken down here, Mekai Wingo. Or Mekai. Or Meki. Some really rough names in here. Anyways, Wingo out with an injury. Has to be taken off the field and looked at. We're going to keep pounding this. Kyle Shanahan here on the sidelines, thinking of what to do next and how to break us down. Amari Rodgers pushed back, drilled back, but holding on to that ball through the contact. And that is a fantastic achievement. It's only 4 yards because it was pushed back so far. But I've got Burks on a fantastic route. I've got Hopkins on the safe route. We're going to go for this and just pick up a first down. I have no intention of making dumb mistakes in this game. Not in this game. In any other game, probably yes. I would do those. But not in this one here. Far too important. So there we go. And here Whyle. Whyle also getting way more secure over time. Javon Hargrave with an injury out here. D-tackle? I think it's a D-tackle. I just recently looked at the roster a few minutes ago, so I should actually remember that, but I truly have to acknowledge that I forgot that. So, I'm sorry, man. And here we go. Derrick Henry going left, and there's a gap. Ooh, Talanoa Hufanga, number 29, catches up with him. Derrick Henry, 3 rushes, 26 yards at the moment. And here we go. End of the first quarter. And very similar stats. Very similar. Our rushing yards are slightly better. They are missing Run CMC, man. They are missing a star player. That is a big part of their game plan, of course. And Elijah Mitchell, of course, will do his best. Not sure if he can make good on missing a player. Wow. Lifting him off the floor. Did you see that? Amari Rodgers. But still he holds on, man. Still he holds on to the ball. Great stuff, man. Loving the team. Loving the team at the moment. Really great stuff. Come on, can we break through here? Yikes. I'm scared. Oh my god. I just saw the defender coming from the side. That was looking scary. I'm just going to say scary. Alright, left hand side. Derrick Henry. Off we go, and there's a gap. And we are in the first touchdown for the Tennessee Titans in this Super Bowl game versus the San Francisco 49ers in Dallas. And Brewer, number 55, jumping around here. Derrick Henry. Wow, we even get a different scoring profile picture thingy with neon lights as the 49ers score straight away. 1 minute 33 in the second quarter. We have to play this clever. Immediately a big shove on him. That's Ward with the coverage. Extremely good. Let's go with the verticals, different direction. Let's see what happens. Gonna go with Treylon Burks. So far, no injuries. No injuries. Pretty happy about that. There we go. This is Treylon Burks holding on through a contact here. 8 for 8 today for Will Levis. I'm not going to say I knew it, but I'm going to say that I had confidence in Will Levis and his abilities. We only have 2 timeouts left, so I would like to kind of get something before I use those. So stepping out of bounds now here, 32 seconds left. Look at those nice helmets with the oil drilling towers on top here. Z-Sport Smash. Gonna be looking for Burks. If I hit him, it's great. If I don't hit him, it's gonna be an incomplete pass. And here we go. Oh, held on. And it was dropped. Oh, that was an important one. But number 33 coming in hot. And getting the contact at the right moment. At the right moment. All right, Okonkwo has a great route. I'd like to hit him there. Rodgers, don't think he'll get free. Hopkins, maybe. Yikes! And we get the catch. Wow. Big wow, first off, and second off, I had to remember to click timeout and not be amazed by that throw and pass and catch and everything. But Okonkwo is doing so well. Levis is doing so well. Immediately, you know, the contact was going to come anyways. But he kind of survived that one. Taking it in. Gonna go for Whyle. Psych! Haha, there we go. Perfect! Treylon Burks, great route. I just saw him get free. He went to the, first to the right, then straight, and then again to the right, and the defense kind of went the other direction. Treylon Burks, very well done. In between a defense that certainly is never to be underestimated. And Levis applauding. This is a great contest here. Defense stopping them. We're going to take a knee. We're very far back. Don't really care too much about this one. Kaboom. Victory formation. Full protection for Levis at the end of the second quarter as we head into the second half of this Super Bowl. You now have to imagine a brilliant Super Bowl show. Look at how the stats. Again, there's not much difference. There's not much difference. Wow. All right. This can go either way, man. All right, I'm going to go with the blitz counter again, because that kind of worked, didn't it? And we're going to defend the short pass. Brock Purdy has to be stopped. Return middle matchup. I don't feel like I really get those kickoffs working in a way that I want them to work. So, here we go. I hardly find gaps up to the 29. That was probably one of the furthest I ever ran. An injury timeout immediately. Josh Whyle out. So Michael Ezeki will be slotting into the tight end number 2 spot. We're going to get an inside zone going here with Derrick Henry. Left-hand side run. Joe Alt on the left-hand side. And here goes Derrick Henry. Mauled by 4 49ers. 6 rushes, 41 yards, 1 touchdown. Again, we're using him in a tactical fashion. We're not using him as a bulldozing weapon all the time or as a last-ditch resort. We're using him whenever we have the feeling that we should bring him in. The coverage is there for the run play, so I think we're going to go with the pass. Let's go with the bench switch. Going to go with Okonkwo here. I mean, Hopkins has a nice route as well, but Okonkwo is such a safe catch here. And Joe Alt with an injury. Joe Alt with an injury. Not happy. Not happy about that one, but we're going to continue playing her with a bench. This time, Michael Ezeki, can he hold on to the ball? Or Burks. I mean, Burks would be perfect. There we go. And that's a push and a shove. And Nicholas Petit-Frere with an injury. Our offensive line is disintegrating. Dislocated elbow. Oh, this is bad. Andre Dillard going out injured. Oh, no, not going out injured. Joe Alt injured. Andre Dillard plugging that gap. We're going to continue with the run play here. And there's acres of space here for Derrick Henry, taken down by number 2. Latching onto the leg. Latching onto that. I mean, there was no chance to stop Derrick Henry. Otherwise, PCL sprain. Oh my God. All right, my starters are decimating very quickly here. Again, a rough defense, seemingly breaking my players. Chig Okonkwo. Let's go, man. Let's get that 3rd touchdown done. Smacked away at the last moment. Number 2 kind of turned around. 12 for 15 here. And Chig Okonkwo, who had a good game so far, can't complete this one here. Hopkins, Whyle seems to be back. Yeah, so that is good. Gonna be looking for the short route option. And securing the ball. Drake Jackson with an injury, number 95. A lot of injuries. But again, this is the NFL. Take any game on any given Sunday and just read up on the injuries that happened during the course of that game. Just gonna say, lots. Really lots. Some are just small niggles, right? And when you look at the injured lists of teams beforehand, it's the same thing. There's just so many injuries going on around the teams. So you just have to see that as a matter of fact and go, yeah, this is football. 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. I'm going to go with Okonkwo. I've got Rodgers as a safety valve, and I'm going to use that one straight away. So Rodgers going forward here, Fred Warner, stopping in 2nd and inches. But the performance is fantastic. Honestly. I mean, I'm not even sugarcoating anything here. We're just doing really well. Derrick Henry powering forward, stopped by Fred Warner. Again, he's there. And yet, things felt more difficult at times. This 2nd season has really been good to us. And powering forward here up to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Will Levis here trying to listen. Of course, now the momentum is not in anyone's favor. Both have the same chances when it comes to the momentum. Do we have a clever play? I think I could try something like this. It's 2nd and goal. Let's go with a paro. Gonna be passing the ball here. Yikes! Throw. Oh. And that is Greenlaw coming from the side. And Will Levis was sacked so quickly. Crud. No points. I thought we would get that. I thought we'd get that. That is actually a little bit of a bummer. And here we go. Spears and take it down. 4th and goal at the 6-yard line. Probably should have just gone for the run with Derrick Henry. Probably we would have plowed in, and that would have been that. I could go for trickery, but I'd rather take the points now. There we go. Cameron Dicker Short field goal between the sticks. And we go up 70 versus 7. Kaboom. So here come the 49ers. And we hold them at the last second. At the last second. At the 1 yard line. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. All right. This is scary stuff here. Derrick Henry finds space. Oh, we pick up a first down. That's fantastic. Michael Ezekiel with an injury. 2 minutes 17. I'm going to tell you something, guys. If I don't completely mess this up, I think we have a shot at this here. I think we really have a shot at this. It's around 14. Oh, taken down after 2 yards only. I actually love the fact that they have these small Super Bowl logos on the jerseys. Look at a close-up when they next show one here. Beautiful stadium here. Elbow bursitis. We're gonna substitute for Andre Dillard? What? Now that makes no sense. That makes no sense. But okay, we're not gonna need Ezekiel anyways. How much time do we have? Let's go the play action double post here. Just a quick reshuffle here. I do hope to get Okonkwo back there. Whyle also an option, of course, on the short route. Yo, that was almost Fred Warner. Aaron Brewer with an injury. Right ankle, not ankle, but the wrist. What he's holding here, Burks. Rodgers is my intended receiver. Ooh, 4th and 8. Carlos Cheeks with an injury. And now I think we'll have to punt. And McMahon has to take over. Let me just check the depth chart here. I mean, it feels like we're just playing on fumes right now. All right, who do we have at left tackle? Joe Alt is injured, so I've got Dillard here. All right. Left guard, Skoronski, he's fit. That's good. Aaron Brewer is injured, so I've got Dylan McMahon here. All right. Right guard, Dylan Redunce. And at right tackle, I'm going to be using Jaelyn Duncan. Oh my god. Well, that is quite the brutal setup. I'm just going to be dragging up some of these dudes here as the backup players. Just want to make sure that we have quick solutions here. All right. All right. Channeling my inner Matthew McConaughey. All right. And here comes Kenneth Murray Jr. with a brutal tackle. Deebo Samuel evading that one. You bastard. At the 48. And I fully expect Brock Purdy to push it in here. And we actually turn it over again. That is insane. I think we just really picked the correct play calling here. Stuffing his short passing is what he has to rely upon when missing out on the solid run game. And that is Treylon Burks fighting for yardage. Dylan Redunce is out. Oh my god. All right, this is really injury mayhem right now. We're gonna go with the 94 Will. They still haven't called a timeout, which I find extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. Here we go. Derrick Henry, and there we go. Bruce Sturdham and Dozier has to take over. And as I said, we have probably really bad setup right now. This is why I want depth in my team. This is why I want depth in the team. Javon Hargrave here now with an injury himself. 98 out. Injury timeout. Another one. So many injuries. Wow. All right, halfback ISO. Derrick Henry. Just gotta keep running here. Gotta keep running. Fighting for yardage. Nick Bosa with an injury. Wow. Well, this is rough. An injury per play. This is rough, but it saves timeouts. Oh, they don't have any anymore. All right. So let's just get the clock running down. And Derrick Henry getting away. Another injury. Drake Greenlaw. All right, this is comical now. This is comical. How many injuries do we expect to have here still? All right, I'm not going to let players crunch into each other. Don't want to risk an injury for my players. So we're going to go the boot slide here. Gonna have Whyle, gonna have Burks. And here we go, Josh Whyle pushing forward, pushed out of bounds here at the 11-yard line. Surviving contact. And I think surviving is actually the right word right now. And Will Levis proving everybody wrong. Especially his critics. Especially the players that said, nah, he's no first-round player. Well, what do you say now, dudes? He's gonna win this frickin' Super Bowl for the Tennessee frickin' Titans. Chig Okonkwo. Hard hit, number 11. Andre Dillard out. My offensive line is crumbling. And I mean, it's not even crumbling anymore. I actually didn't want to do this, but there we go. Just to get the clock running again. And here we go. Inside zone split, 3rd and 6. I really don't like going for the knee here. So let's go the verticals. Gotta try and hit Henry here. It's gonna go between. Ooh, hard hit. Hard hit, knocked out. 4th and 6. And we're gonna bring out Cameron Dicker. Dislocated elbow. Chuba Hubbard is on. 24-yard field goal as the judges walk over to the field goal. And we can see the blitzers. Everybody's gonna blitz. Here we go. 20 versus 7. And we're gonna win this Super Bowl. We are gonna freaking win the Super Bowl in our 2nd season. That is amazing. That is really amazing. And there we go. The game is over. The game is over, and it's 20 versus 7. And the Tennessee Titans, led by Will Levis, win their first Super Bowl since the 60s. Back then it was the AFL Championship, so I don't know if we really can compare that. But the confetti's here. Brock Purdy's a fair dude. Clapping hands with Levis. Derrick Henry was our most valuable player, of course. Heisman Trophy being carried along here. They still haven't changed this this animation. Peter Skoronski up there with his arm braces and everybody going ape shit crazy. Will Levis. Here we go. What a fantastic story, actually. 2nd round pick to leading a team to Super Bowl. There we go. Great, great job. Absolutely love this one. Love the story that they sort of did this in the throwback uniforms. And everybody really did their part. We battled through a lot of injuries on the offensive line, but it held. It absolutely held. Well, that is awesome. 112.0 for Will Levis, 1 touchdown. Extremely similar stats here for Brock Purdy. Take a look at this. Attempts 24-17, 179, 70% completion rate, 1 touchdown. Very similar. All right, that was good. Derrick Henry was the difference maker today. I think if they would have had Christian McCaffrey, this would have been a different game. Would have been different, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. They didn't have him. We had Derrick Henry. 105 yards. Elijah Mitchell, Chig, Tyrion Davis-Price, Brock Purdy, Spears, Will Levis taking a knee twice. This is why he's going backwards. Receiving side, we had Brandon Ayuk and Chig Okonkwo almost on par. George Kittle, great job. Treylon Burks was good again. Didn't get a lot of yards, but he was always there when I needed him. Johnny Wilson, Amari Rodgers. I'm really happy with the players I have. There's very few exceptions right here. Alright, this is just the blocking. I just wanted to see if there were any injuries. Kenneth Murray Jr., solo tackle leader, great job. Total tackle leader, Fred Warner, of course. Harold Landry, the 3rd, injured and 2 tackles for loss. We got 1 sack by Dre Greenlaw. That was on us, of course. That was that stupid play. Should have gone for a different one. And 0 interceptions today. The kicking was super clean. Cam Dicker got 100% here and 100% on the extra point conversions. So really fantastic job all around. All right, no press conference. I was kind of waiting for a press conference to pop up, but nothing happened. So we don't have a lot of things to see here, but we have 4 new injuries going into the off-season. Aaron Brewer out for 4 weeks. We've got Dillard, dislocated elbow. Joel, dislocated elbow. Graham Barton with a torn labrum and a partial MCL tear for Michael Hoyt. 7. Oh my God, that is really, really long. Wow. All right, well, as you can see, we have quite the the injured player list right here. To be fair, it's not the worst time of the year, all right? So right now, it doesn't really matter that much because over the off-season, these things should be healed. Michael Hoyt, not so sure, but we're going to have to see what happens. But all the others will be back by the time we head into the draft, so that is good. Overall, I have to say that I am happy that we held on to the game because I don't think 1 or 2 more injuries and we would really have had a big problem in protecting our QB and clearing lanes. So that was actually pretty happy that that worked out in the end. We get 95 staff points, which is awesome. We get a lot of points that we can then invest in staff. Our contract has been extended, and of course we will acknowledge that because why ever wouldn't we? Staff moves, we're going to be taking a look at that next week, of course, in staff week. We're not going to be cutting staff. We're not going to be doing anything crazy now. And yeah, I will be cutting this episode now. But this was a fantastic game. What a fantastic season this was. I never expected us to go to the end. Really crazy, to be honest. Looking at the team and looking at the players that I have in the team, I didn't really see that happening. Because, you know, we do have a solid QB, 81 rated, of course. But is he really a Super Bowl winning material? I don't know. But now he won it, and now he certainly is. And I also like the backup QB situation. Malik Willis is here. This is good for me. And all the other players, we've got the injured players out now, of course. So we're really, really down to the backups and the backups of the backups. But the defense really surprised me. But then again, we've got super solid players in here, right? It's not all gold, it's not all red. But when you look at the players and their stats, I mean, the linebacking group is really good. Arden Key is probably with a 79 rating. He's not the highest rated player, but he's just super solid. Look at this finesse moves, play recognition, super high, awareness, super high. All that means that he's just really good in reading plays. We've got powerful players on the defense. So, I mean, I'm kind of justifying the win here. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Hope you did as well. If you did, guys, gals, please drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, it helps the channel, as you know. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And see you next time.